Jeff Smith is the Frugal Gourmet. His latest book is The Frugal Gourmet Celebrates Christmas. Recently, Mr. Smith and his assistant Craig Wallum shared secrets of 2 of their specialties. Welcome to you both. Mr. Smith, we are making 2 good holiday treats out of your book today, hot buttered rum and peppermint cookies. Why don't you tell us about the hot buttered rum first?
Cheryl, Christmas Eve has got to be a time of inner comfort. And another time for the holidays for me is the time when you're decorating the tree. So these recipes go back to, to my children's childhood. First one is a hot buttered rum mix. Calm down. It's all right to make this for your family, because if you don't put any rum in it, then my boys, when they were little, would simply call it hot buttered. And we had these every Christmas Eve forever. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. You know Craig Wallum, my chef. All right, we have a quart of ice cream. Craig, I need a pound of powdered sugar. You mix this stuff up and just stick it in it, whip it, and you scoop it out as you go along through the holidays.
Seems like a lot of sugar, but you're going to dilute this with some water later on, so it's not going to be that sweet.
What flavor ice cream are you using?
Brown sugar.
Vanilla ice cream. Got to have vanilla. Come on,
where'd we get that one? Okay. Pound of confectioner's sugar, pound of light brown sugar, and I'm going to put in 2 sticks of butter. And then we're going to blend that. Just put it on and let it roll, Craig. It's so simple. You got that? A pound of light brown sugar, a pound of powdered sugar, 2 sticks of butter, softened, of course, and some vanilla ice cream. Start that very gently on your mixer. And this just stays in your freezer, and it makes a wonderful.
Let me ask you here about butter substitutes, which may be a dirty word in a recipe like this, but is it possible to put margarine or something else in there?
Why would you want to do that?
I suppose you could do that. You should ask.
Well, it sounds very fattening.
I'm not convinced. Now, listen, Christmas Eve is a time of fatness. And I'm not convinced that margarine is better for your system than butter. I think you're better off to cut down on all fats throughout the rest of the year. But on Christmas Eve, we have butter in the hot buttered rum mix. What are you going to call it? Hot margarine mix? I don't know. Come on. How's that looking?
Looking good.
You done? Okay, that's fine. You're done, Craig.
There's a couple of lumps in there. It's not that big a deal. That's okay.
To serve one of these, all you do is to scoop out of your freezer a bit of this mixture, put it in a mug, fill it with hot water, and then put in a shot to choice of any kind of rum you like, dark or light, or serve it just like this for the kids. And of course, a dash of nutmeg. And you've got a wonderful thing that'll warm your heart when you're decorating the Christmas tree.
It sounds good.
Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Okay, let's move on then to the peppermint cookies, something you said that's good to have around the house if you've got leftover peppermint candy canes, that sort of thing.
Most people do.
Talk about an abundant age. This is what you do with your leftover candy canes from last year. Now, if you don't have any leftover from last year, then you have to go out and get some. But I want you to crunch up. This is for a wonderful peppermint candy cookie. You can use these little candies that are on the market year-round. You know what I mean? I think they call them peppermint kisses. I'm not going to call it a peppermint kiss, but it looks like a peppermint kiss to me. Chop these up in a food blender or a food processor. You want a good 1/4 pound of that candy. Let's see, do we need another batch too? No, you want a good 1/4 pound of that chopped up, and I have that right here. This is what we're going to use. You see what it looks like?
It's chopped up very tiny.
It's fine.
You grind it. Now, first of all, we'll make the cookie dough. This is so simple. You want 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to throw this. Yes, I always use recipes, even though I write cookbooks. It has to be 2.5 cups of flour. I want 1 cup of butter. That's 2 sticks, and I've cut them up. They're softened. No, I'm not going to mix all of this. We won't have time. I want 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. There we go. This is just the butter. You're going to say, well, this is a butterball cookie. You're right. You're on top of it already. And then I want 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. There it is. And we're going to add some vanilla to that, about a teaspoon. And measure very carefully. There's a teaspoon. Mix that up and blend it into a good dough. And this is what you have. You see? This is the kind of dough. And you're going to say, well, that looks like my grandma's butterball cookie.
Well, this is actually your mother's recipe, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Emily's, yeah.
I don't know where she got this, Craig. Both of these recipes come from 2 very important women in my life, and that's another part of Christmas time. All right, now for the filling, I'm going to mix up
Well, let me ask you about the dough. You've rolled it in a ball. Does it have to be cold? Is it easier to handle when it's been refrigerated?
Mix it first and then fill it. We're going to put a filling in this now. Okay. Then refrigerate them before you bake them, and you'll have better luck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't refrigerate it. If it's really too warm, then of course stick it in the reefer for a while. Sure. If it's sticky on your hand, you let it get too warm.
All right.
All right. For the filling now, for the filling of this, first we want to make a garnish of 1/4 of a pound of candy that we've chopped up. There it is. Craig, give me some powdered sugar. We want 1.5 cups. And stir that up.
Okay.
Thank you. 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and 1/4 of a pound of chopped up candy. This becomes our garnish, and we also need some of it for the filling. Now, what's the filling? This is fun. Are you ready? I'll stir that while you do the filling.
Okay.
Here you go.
What do we need for the filling?
Start right here.
Okay, a couple of tablespoons of cream cheese. Just throw that in your bowl. And a teaspoon of milk. Seems like very little quantity, but that's all it's going to take. Just about a teaspoon. There we go. And a drop of red food coloring.
Let's see your drop.
Boink. That was 2 drops. It's going to be nice and red today. Okay. And we need some more powdered sugar, about 1/2 cup of that. A lot of powdered sugar in this recipe, but it's yummy. Promise you. And 3 tablespoons of the candy mixture, which we've made ahead of time.
1, 2, 3. All right? Okay. Now, if you'll mix this up, okay, I'll go on with this. The cream cheese will blend with a little bit of milk, the food coloring, and part of the candy mixture that we made of the sugar and the chopped up candy to give us a sort of light paste. And with that, you ready yet?
Almost there.
Almost there. It melts quickly. This is so rich. I don't know what Christmas morning would taste like to me now. I don't know if I would recognize Christmas morning without these peppermint cookies. I've had them forever. And my boys are the same way. They're really
there we go.
Okay.
Now you can see.
See what's happened?
Yeah.
See how that just that tiny bit of milk turns this into a nice paste. So here we go with a tiny bit of filling in a butterball cookie.
About a teaspoon of that? Yeah.
Sure. Flatten out the cookie, mold it into a ball, and place it seam side down on a baking sheet. Where's my baking sheet? I don't have a baking sheet. Bake these off at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. What do we have, Greg?
We got in our handy-dandy oven here. We just happen to have some ready. Here we go.
Oh, boy. The miracle of television. Had him sitting right here in a chair.
Better close the oven.
Okay. We're going to be off the air in a minute if you don't watch out. Keep them warm, and then take them out of the oven, and as they're warm, you want to roll them in this mixture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got it now. See what happens?
Mm-hmm.
Now, these are not warm, but if they were warm, look what the result would be. The mixture of candy and butter sticks to the candy and sugar, sticks to the butter cookie. So for Christmas Eve or Christmas morning or the night you do your tree, you have a hot buttered rum or rumless, just a hot buttered, and some beautiful cookies that are filled with peppermint candy, and it absolutely tastes like the holiday.
Break one open for us real quick and see what that filling looks like.
Absolutely.
And then we will wrap this up here.
You see what you have inside?
That looks
scrumptious. A little treat.
Very good.
Oh, you can't have too many treats at Christmas.
Jeff Smith and Craig Woolham, thanks so much for sharing those recipes with us.
Thank you.
On Early.
Good to see you.
Have a nice Christmas.
You too. We'll be back in just a minute.